Good Monday evening, everybody. Come on in. It's time for dinner. I'm going back the light way. I've been eating and eating and eating that 4th of July food, that Sunday dinner food. I have backslidden on the food, y'all, so I'm getting back to the light meals. You can see it's time for me to do salmon. I try to do salmon at least once a week, so I'm going to do some pan fried or pan seared salmon. And Kareem and I both are going to eat it, y'all. And he's going to eat some pan-fried potatoes. I'm not going to eat the potatoes. I'm just going to do my salmon over a bed of rice. And I'm just going to season these patties up and drop them into this skillet right quick and let them cook while I do the salmon. Let's go ahead and season them up with a little bit of... there they are. I get them seasoned up with some, of course, you know it, complete seasoning. And I'm going to put some garlic powder on them. I'm sure you've probably done these. I'm sure I've done these on here before at some point or other. But anyway, I always like to get them real seasoned up and get them real coated in that butter. And just let them sit there and crisp up real good. Now these are frozen, so these came straight out of the out of the freezer. So I'm just gonna put them on a medium low heat, and I'm just gonna let them just sit there and cook for a little while. Probably takes about 10 minutes on each side to get them going. 10 minutes is all it takes. 10 minutes to get them going. I'm gonna put a little bit more of my Smart Balance in there. They'll be nice and buttery. And I'm going to let Kareem, he's going to be eating a little bit light tonight too, because he's going to eat some salmon and he's going to eat these potato patties. And I'm going to have my salmon over a bed of rice. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this salmon with some, salmon. You don't put a lot of heavy seasoning on them, just a little bit of this complete seasoning on each side. A little lemon pepper seasoning. And a little garlic powder on each side, and that's going to get it. And we're going to have us some yummy eats. So what have y'all been doing today? We've had a lot of rain here in my town. I mean, to tell you, it is raining in North Carolina, y'all. I mean, it rained really hard. I was out and about earlier, and I was in a furniture store, and I headed out the door, and it was just like buckets of water came. I was excited. I don't know if I told y'all, I have a tomato plant. My neighbor gave me a nice tomato plant, and I went ahead and planted it. I'll have to go outside and show it to y'all. I planted it in a large planter, and I believe I'm going to have to put it in an even bigger one, because I decided I'm not going to put it into the ground, because I have a little brown rabbit, and he likes to eat up stuff. So I'm not going to put it in the ground. We're going to keep it in the planter. So hopefully, I guess probably about another month or so, because I've had it planted for maybe a couple weeks. So you avid gardeners out there, y'all know those rabbits will eat your veggies up. They will just eat them right up. Okay, now that I've got that fish all seasoned, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch the burners here, like so, to get the fish going, then I'll switch it back. Okay, and by the way, this salmon is skinless. Now y'all know I usually cook the salmon with the skin on, but this salmon here, I'll go ahead and start putting it into the pan. Doesn't have any skin on it, so we just really gonna pan fry this. But I like the skin on the salmon because I like to let it get all nice and crispy, and it tastes so good. But this is gonna be just as well. Okay, got that going on there, and I'm going to switch back to the big burner. We're going to cross back over, and here we are. So this is going to be a nice, simple dinner. Again, like I said, I've been eating a lot of food here lately, and I need to get back on track. And I can feel that I've gotten off track. And it's hard for me on holidays. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm cooking all that good food, and I usually cook a lot of the food that I particularly like, so I don't eat a lot of food. It's just that some of the things that I eat I probably shouldn't. I got back into the carbs again, but not heavily, so I don't have to back out too far. But I'm going to get back in by having this nice pan-fried salmon tonight. And I'm just going to chop up some lettuce and sprinkle some, probably some balsamic vinaigrette or some raspberry vinaigrette on it to make it taste really good. And that's going to be my dinner. And I have some leftover, you know, I'm famous with the leftovers. I have some nice leftover squash casserole from, 2 Sundays ago? So, I'm going to have the salad, the squash, and the salmon. So, again, what have y'all been doing today? And you know, today was my day of, was supposed to be my day of rest. But Tanya and I went out and did a few things this afternoon. And I stayed out for a little while, got caught in the rain. So I'm back in now, and I'm getting ready to get me some food going. I need some fruit. And I'm going to say this one thing about eating and backing off of certain things. Please make sure that when you back off of like carbs and sweets, have some other favorite fruit or vegetable things on hand that you like, so that you won't jump in and have to start back at square one. I almost did that. I need a part for my freezer, and they're still ordering it. They're going to bring it on Wednesday, and my freezer has reverted back to what it was doing from week before last that I shared with y'all. So I'm glad that I didn't buy a lot of freezer stuff, so I don't have a lot of stuff on hand in my refrigerator, but just things to get me by, because I don't want to run the risk of losing. And I don't know if I shared with y'all, now I lost a lot of food that first week when my freezer was not freezing properly. And I had a lot of meat that thawed out, but my neighbor rescued me with a lot of it. So anyway, I'm almost back there. So, but just be careful when you're dieting and backing off certain things. Go ahead and get you some fruit and veggies in there to snack on. So when you don't have like your foods that you need to be eating, the low carb foods, if you don't have it on hand, you can get in trouble. Because I tell you about me, I'm a snacker. I love to snack. Hold on a minute, y'all. Turn the air down, and Lord have mercy, I need to turn it back up because the stove is on now. Hang on one sec for me. Woohoo! Got hot. I can feel the heat in here, y'all. Okay. Don't take a whole lot for me to feel that heat. Tell y'all now. Have you ever noticed when you get hot like that, you lose your train of thought? I was about to lose my train of thought, y'all. Y'all hot flash folk, y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, trying to stay on track, seriously though, with the eating, because I've seen the benefits. I've lost the 12 pounds. I do not want to gain them back, and I've seen the results on my A1C. My blood sugar was a little bit high, but that was okay because I just knew it was just from what I was eating. But I'm getting back on track, and I'm going to stay on track. And you know, like anything else, sometimes, especially with eating habits, you have to just be very mindful. And if you're a person that likes to eat, I love to eat. I love good food. I'm cooking all the time, so I have an extra challenge not to eat certain things. Because again, I'm a snacker. I'm a snacker. And I have to really watch it. So I'm getting back into my salmon. Got my lettuce over here. I can go ahead while we're talking. I just feel like I want to talk to you guys because I haven't talked to you in a little while. Not a whole lot anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting my lettuce. I've already washed it and got it draining on the plate here. I don't think I'm going to use all of this, but I'm just going to use some of it, I think. Let's see what it looks like. Now, I love just lettuce. I can eat just lettuce with some, with a good old salad. Oh yeah, that's plenty right there. That's my nice bed of lettuce. And when that salmon gets done in about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and drizzle it with my salad dressing. And then I'll go ahead and lay the salmon on top. I'm going to heat my squash casserole. and put it on the side of the plate. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes because I don't want it to get wilty. Oh, this salmon smells so good. Let's see. Yum, it's almost there, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I got strangled. Did y'all hear me? Okay, you have to be careful sometimes, honey. I was tasting a piece of that lemon pepper, that piece of that fish, and I had the lemon pepper seasoning on it. Honey, it almost got me. You have to be careful, honey. That lemon pepper seasoning is strong, and I didn't realize it was that strong. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do now, because I've got the fish just about done, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle my lettuce with just a little bit of salt. Y'all know I like my kosher, the coarse salt, just a little bit. Should knock the edge off of it. And because I like that raspberry vinaigrette and I like the balsamic, so I'll do a little raspberry first. And I'm going to do me a little bit of, and this is just so good. I mean, come on, just how simple can you get with this? That. I'm going to get my fish over here, and I'm just going to lay me a piece right on top of my lettuce. How's that for beauty? And then I did some onions. That's the part where I got strangled when I was getting ready to do my onions. Put some onions on there. Okay, how's that? How's that looking to you? Okay, then, because I, again, say I do like the raspberry vinaigrette, I'm just going to drizzle just a tiny bit over there. And I'm done with the fish. I mean, it was just such a simple meal. And like I say, Kareem's meal is going to be, he's going to have fish, and he's going to have I call them oversized tater tots. And I'm going to drizzle his with some honey mustard. Okay, y'all, now that I got my composure back, I'm back to complete this meal that I've prepared here. This is salmon over pan-fried salmon, seared, real nice and tender, with onions and lemon pepper seasoning and garlic over a bed of lettuce that I've drizzled with balsamic vinaigrette dressing and a little bit of raspberry vinaigrette dressing, some cherries off to the side. And right here in the front, of course, that is my good old cheesy, wonderful leftover squash casserole from about 2 Sundays ago. So, you know what, y'all? I am so glad that y'all stopped by to see what I was doing. So glad you hung in there with me. So glad for those of you who cooked along with me, because it is dinner time. It's like 7:15. So we're going to sit back, relax, and enjoy this meal. But before we do, let me just say this to you. Keep each other prayed up. Keep yourself prayed up. Pray for all the people who are going through the earthquakes out in California, all of the other inclement weather around the country, all the tragedies that have happened with plane crashes and the shark bites and those kind of things, and just things in general that people are going through. Keep those prayers going up, you all, so the blessings will continue to come down and get us through whatever we're going through. Just love on one another. Fix some food. You know, food is always a good way, a segue into a good fellowship. So, y'all, I love you. Thank you all so much again for keeping me encouraged and for getting me to, I'm almost on 16,000 subscribers now. Keep them coming, y'all. And remember, each time that you look at the video, give me a thumbs up. Encourage your friends to do the same. And we're just going to keep each other prayed up, and we're just going to do some good, say and do some good things. And y'all know I'm always cooking something. I try to switch things up as much as I can every once in a while. And I love talking to you all because, you know, sometimes we need those words. We need those kind words, because we know the Word of God says in Proverbs that a kind word turns away wrath. And just fellowship, being in fellowship. We don't have to be in the same room, but we can fellowship right over YouTube. I love social media for that reason. It's created some havoc for some people, but let's use it for positive reasons, to keep each other prayed up and to just to say kind words to each other. Give me your comments, your thoughts. Let me know how you coming with the recipes and things like that. Let's just keep each other in good communication. So, listen, guys, I'm getting hungry. I'm standing here about ready to eat now because the fragrance of that those onions and that salmon is just about to get me, y'all. So, I love you all. Thank y'all for tuning in one more time and keep those prayers going up. Please, 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 for one another, so the blessings will continue to come down. Thank you. I love you. Toodles.